What's up guys, it's Captain's Production 72 doing this for the second week in a row. It looks like this will be back, and yeah, I have an announcement about next week's episode, so maybe not. But here we are with Figure Friday again. This might be episode 106. Try to remember where the hell I put the log, because I have a little log with all these in it. But this is 106 as far as I know, and we were doing Bib Fortuna from 2012. When this is an interesting minifigure because he's one of those characters that even though Lego seems to be obsessed with the original trilogy, and up until recently, most of what they were doing was OT. This character has only ever appeared 3 times. Once in 2003 in Jabba's Message, this version in 2012, and in this year 2022, we got him in the Boba Fett's Palace. So this is a 2012 version, really cool minifigure overall. And he's one of the more expensive ones out of Jabba's Palace. That set in general has quite a few expensive minifigures. The only figures in that set that can be picked up for cheap is the Chewbacca, the Chewbacca, the Omar Monk droid, and the Han Solo. Everything else in that set is actually got quite a bit worth to it. Yeah, you can see the advent calendar in the background because I'm still making those. This has been filmed on the 16th of December, if that helps. But he's a really cool minifigure. I really do like the head mold on him. He does not have a double-sided face because you'll be able to see it right there. Under the cape, there is no printing whatsoever. And I just bent the cape. I need to fix that. Again, like, he has some basic printing at the front. He does not have light printing. There's a really cool torso piece. The set number, for those of you wondering, is 9516. I have a review of it here on my channel that I did back in January. There he is without that piece. And like I'm saying, without he does not have the back printing on the head. Really cool piece. Really do like it. This is what I miss about Lego Star Wars when they used to do things like this. Zoom in on that face there. It looks like it could be a Sith. That's as far as I can zoom in. That looks like you could use him as a Sith. If you want to have a Twi'lek, which is what he is, you could have him as a Sith version. But yeah, there's not really too much to show with him. He just doesn't have that much overall things to show. It's like 2012 is a year with a lot of figures, had a lot of cool details. But I suppose, like, even you look at him in the movie, I suppose maybe now he would have like a bit more detail. But for 2012, it is spot on. I unfortunately, like last few episodes, I do not have anything to compare this to. I do have another Twi'lek minifigure that I can show you next to it, which came in that set, the Ula, but no, actually I've got a couple of the Twi'lek aliens I could show you. 1 second. So yeah, he does not look like a normal Twi'lek, although here's another one of that species. This is Ula, who I've done an episode on. This was the one I did before I went on that hiatus of doing these, and she was in that same set, 9516 from 2012, but just to show you guys, it's another minifigure of that species. And a figure that came out 5 years after this, which I randomly remembered exists, so that's kind of cool, is this Jedi minifigure. Ayla Secura is another Twi'lek, although as far as the head tail pieces go, she looks a lot more like Ula than does Bib Fortuna, but yeah. So this has been a rather quick episode, to be honest, and there's not much to say. It's an expensive minifigure because it's from a very popular set, because I think more people like 2012 Jabba's Palace versus that thing that came out this year. It just looks awful. Not to mention that set does have controversy around it, so it makes it even cooler because they don't do Jabba's Palace stuff that often. It took 10 years between 2012's Palace and 2022's. We've not had a desert skiff in 5 years. We've not had a Jabba's sail barge in nearly 10 years, so these kind of things are starting to get up in value, especially the original trilogy edition versions of certain characters. So let's see who next week's episode is. But before I talk about that, we're not actually going to be doing one next week. See, next Saturday, in fact, 1 second. So the next planned episode, I'm not sure when that's coming out, because next Friday is the 22nd, right? And then, wait, I'm trying to do the math here. Next Friday, right, is going to be the 23rd. And then the Saturday, Christmas Eve, I'm doing the whole advent calendar review, which I'll feature all my opening clips and stuff. You know, opening up the days and showing the model. So what I'm gonna do is, I don't know if I am going to do both. It's kind of up in the air, but the next episode I plan to do anyway is the the Royal Guard from the 2008 Death Star set. So that's a minifigure that'll be a lot of fun. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Again, I genuinely thought there would be more to show with this minifigure, there just wasn't. But yeah, I'm happy that we're able to do more than one video a week recently. Hopefully I can keep this going. The next episode will not have the advent calendar in the background. Well, there's nothing wrong with having it. It means when I go through these, I'll know these were filmed in December. Anyway, thanks for watching. The next video I am doing is most likely going to be on Tuesday with a review. I'm not sure what set I'm doing, because on Tuesday I did Finn McMissile. So yeah, next one.